Good morning, everyone. Yes, it's Wednesday. Unfortunately, I've just drunk all my coffee, so but yeah, it's Wednesday. It's a bit one of them, not sure days where it's windy and it's dull but it's not cold, but it's just a little bit on the windy side. Hi to the two viewers. How are we all this morning? I can't say it's a glorious and lovely morning because it isn't. So, well, this morning with a little bit of a snivel. So, but apart from that, I'm okay. Hi, Carla. How are you? Well, the three viewers, but only Carla's chatting, so we've got lurkers. Unfortunately, I have sent a thing to Bella, but I think she was running a little bit behind this morning. So I've done everything I've got to do anyway. What I'm going to do, put it that way. I've made Mr. P some sandwiches for when he comes home at lunchtime. Wash the pots. Yeah, I'm fine. I've just got a little bit of a sniffle, but I'm going for my flu vaccination on Monday, so I should be okay. So plus I'm due for my B12 injection as well, so I'm going from a little bit of a boost at the doctor's on Monday. I hope you're not getting too nervous about your operation on Friday. We will be thinking about you, Carla. Hi, Kenneth. How are you? Yeah. We will be thinking about you on Friday. I hope everything goes well, and I will be praying for you. You can. Yeah, we'll be thinking about you on Friday. Hi, Choppers. How are you? So how is everyone this morning? Same as I say, I've had a little bit of earache and a little bit of a sore throat, but I'm not sort of fluey, if you know what I mean. It's just a little bit of a snivel and a bit of earache. And hey, Ian, how are you? Hope everyone's good this morning. I did send you an invitation, Ian. I don't know whether you've just coming into the land of the living, so to speak. So obviously I am up early, so same as say I got all my jobs done, emptied the bins, etc., washed the pots. Ain't got quite enough washing to put a load of washing in, but apart from that, everything's tickety-boo. So hi to the 7 viewers. Okie dokie then, Ian. You'll be able to pick the invitation up, Oh yeah, Ian is a fantastic bloke. He's one of these. He's like me, Carl. He says it as he sees it. Yeah, sometimes it can be a little bit brutal, but well, not in the physical brutal way, but it's but yeah. I mean, he's like me. I say it as I see it, and Ian is exactly the same. It doesn't beat about the bush. What you see is what you get, basically. Fantastic bloke. And we're hoping to go down to Bella and Baz's on Pixie's birthday, and we're hoping to meet up with Ian. Yeah. Well, you see, Ian is It's got the drone, it's got a booster board, it goes out and about on the booster board, it does some fantastic drone footage. So you know, it you know, it is great to a fault in my eyes. You know what I mean? Is, you know, and his girlfriend is absolutely lovely too. You're going to hide on your birthday, Choppers. Well, it is. You know, I looked at it this way, Choppers. You know, I'm a year older. You know, it's another day in your life. It's another birthday. You know, you can't turn the clock back. You can't sort of rewind and go back 10 years or whatever. You've just got to plod on with it. You know, you've just got to grasp life with, you know, with what you've got. Yeah, but the thing is, Ian, I mean, I look at it this way. If you're telling the truths, sometimes the truth is, and some people can't handle that. Some people can, some people can't. So, yeah, I mean, you would have thought that though, wouldn't you? Chopper's another year older, another year wiser. But for some people, yes, and for some people, no. It is what it is, isn't it? Isn't it? You know, it's. I was going to say, you'd like to think that you learn, you know, from your mistakes, but yeah, exactly, and I totally agree with that, Carla. It is. There's no point in being not the person that you are, or pretending to be something that you're not. I mean, that's just my philosophy. Yes, yes, I did. Yes. There's a thing as well. Pixie had ordered some t-shirts, but they were supposed to have come yesterday, so I'm hoping they come today. But you know, I mean, if I have to sort of not shoot off, but you know, if I have to answer the door or something, it means they've arrived. But Pixie did get an email on Monday evening saying that there was going to be delivered yesterday. So I'm hoping that they're going to be arrived today. Yeah, exactly, Chopper, and they are my sentiments exactly. So you're getting the front wheels on the beast tomorrow. Ooh. So you've been ordering, have you? Oh, you're getting a few accessories for your booster board, are you? Hi, Alex, how are you? And can I just say to everyone, Release the Lens, Alex, posted in the group yesterday off his own bat, and I sat there and my eyes were welling up and everything about me getting the 4,000 hours, you know. And I do appreciate it, Alex. I appreciate it very much. So I've got some. But that's no help to you. Yeah, Release the Lens is Alex Carla. He does photography. He is trying. Well, he's got a business that is trying to get off the ground. Wedding photography and everything. So yes, Alex is a lovely young man. I was going to say, I didn't sort of want to word it wrong, but he is a lovely young man. But yeah, Release the Lens is Alex, who posted the post in the group yesterday. Lovely lad, young man, yeah, because he's actually sort of got two channels. He's got the Alex one, and then he's got Release the Lens, which is basically his photography channel. So yeah, we've sort of tried to point, from different, like Random Life, DJing, sort of. I've sent her an invitation in. She did message me saying she was a little behind schedule this morning. So she says she will be here. Yeah. Alex, Two Real Chicks is Carla. She's part of the beauty, the beauty channels, but she's a lovely lady, and I appreciate Bella very much for introducing me to Carla. So yeah, I mean, most of the people that come in here, we are on first name terms. I mean, Choppers is Mark, and that I don't know who that Pixie's channel is, by the way. No idea. So hi Sharon. Yeah, you did this yesterday because she came in Sharon Burke and then came as Balmer Grace. Oh dear. Oh, I don't know about that. Pixie said that's sexy dude. Yeah, sexy beast. Oh dear. So, and just to let Pixie know, nothing's come yet, dear. Nothing's come yet. Sorry about this. I've got to get tissue because I've got a snivelly nose. Yeah. I thought, well, I'll just tell you. Oops, you've come in the other. Yay, Flying Monkeys found his cigarette papers. But yeah. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I can understand that. Why I have done that to Sharon. But yes, I thought I'd just remind you. You did that yesterday, and then you've gone and done it today. Okay then, Sharon. Oh dear. Oh dear. So Sharon's done the same as what she did yesterday. She didn't realise she was in that one because Sharon is actually Balmer Grace. She did exactly the same thing yesterday. Oh, it's one of them days every day for me, Sharon. I'll tell you that much for nothing. So, two Sharons isn't one enough. Well, what she does, Pixie, she signs out of that one and she comes back in the other one. You try and Vlogtober this month, are you? So yeah, but it's a good job I'm on the ball and notice these things, Sharon. But yes, I have them days as well, and I have these days where I'm meeting myself coming back. Yeah, you're giving yourself a bit of a challenge, are you? So what you're going to do for your Vlogtober then? Have you decided what you're going to do for Vlogtober? So, you know, have you decided on your content? You're just going to do like a daily vlog, a daily live stream? You know, just sort of tell everyone what your plans are for it, really. So, you know, I mean, it's all right me saying like, oh, well, I'll do a Vlogtober. Hi, Crimson, how are you? Are you in the land of the living? Oh, Barry's Views is doing it too. Oh, you're still asleep, are you? Still sort of half asleep and half awake? I've got a few plans for this week, a daily vlog kind of thing with the occasional live stream. Oh, going to Spain on Saturday. Oh, Fly Monkey's going to be doing a 24-hour live stream gaming for cancer research. Well, that will be fantastic. I'm sure people in the chat will join you. Newsflash, I hear there's some dumb blonde dumb blonde running around trying to impersonate me. The nerve of her. She goes by the name of Sharon Beck. Oh dear. That one's a good one, Sharon. Oh dear. You still haven't packed yet? Well, it was like when we went to the Isle of Wight. I mean, sort of we hadn't packed till a few days before, and it was a case of, right, are you taking this, are you taking that? You know, boom, boom, in suitcase, done. Yeah, he says there's room at the moment, Chris. I haven't packed yet. But I mean, like for yourself, I mean, you know what you want. I mean, it's like I pack for Callum. You know, you make sure plenty of t-shirts, plenty of pants, plenty of socks. You know, you're only 2 foot tall. Down south, all someone would say is bless her heart, she can't help it. Chopper says he could pack in 5 minutes. Well, I can, Choppers, if I sort of were only packing for myself, but then I'm sort of having to pack for Callum. Yeah, Chris is big enough and ugly enough to pack for himself, but you know, I'm sat there supervising. You know, you'll need so many pairs of pants. You'll need so many pairs of socks. I'm there in a supervisory cat. You know, basically. Oh, I can't do that, Sharon. I can't do accents. I'll be completely honest with you. I am absolutely crap at doing accents. I mean, even the Scottish or Irish, I am absolutely crap at doing accents. I mean, I can't even tell a good joke. Just make sure one thing that you don't forget, Alex, and that is the sun cream. and just make sure your head's protected. And that's sort of like the mother in me speaking there. Plenty of sun cream, your sunglasses, and something to protect your head. So, hiya Nick, how are you? It's all right, we're just giving Alex a few tips on what to pack because he's going to Spain on Saturday. So I'm sort of giving him like motherly advice, you know, don't forget the sun cream, the sunglasses, and something to wear on your head. That's just not true. You do your accent. Yeah, I do, because it's that's the way I talk, Sharon. You know, but I mean, I couldn't do an American accent to save my life. Okay, then. See you in a bit. I have done you some sandwiches, Mr. P, but I had a little bit of a catastrophe with a salad this morning. All I'm saying is I was getting it out the fridge and it slipped out my hand because I got him in my bad hand and it just slipped out my hand and went all over the floor. So you've got some sandwiches minus the salad. Oh, first day of the new term. Yes, some as I say, I got it. I was getting it out the fridge. I got it in my bad hand and it just slipped out my hand and boom, fall over the floor. Hiya, Natasha. How are you? I can't do accents. I just talk how I talk, and I'm absolutely crap. I mean, I can't even do a Liverpool accent or anything like that, so don't ask because I can't. Oh, dear. So yes, I can only do my own accent, but I can't do accents. Oh, thank you, Natasha. Natasha is my sister because we've got the same birthdays. So hi, Autumn, how are you? So yes, we're sisters, although quite a few years apart. We're sisters because we were born on the same day. So, but somebody said twins. Well, I says, well, look how beautiful Natasha is, and how old I am. I don't. We can't say that we're sisters because I'm a lot older than Natasha. But yeah, Natasha's a beautiful, beautiful lady, great singer. Everybody check Natasha out because she's a fantastic singer. She does live streams, and she's a very, very busy mum. So it's doing okay, Autumn. I'm fine. I've got a little bit of a snivels, but there's nothing new there. You have to go pick up your son soon. Okay then, choppers. Oh dear. I don't think you can see. I don't think you can see too clearly. I've got a few bags and a few wrinkles. So, but yeah, I do tend to put myself down a little bit. But I think everyone's beautiful. I do. I honestly think everyone's beautiful. And it wouldn't do for everybody to be the same, would it? Okay then, Natasha. Once I've finished the live stream, I'll go over and have a look. Yeah, age means experience. Yeah, I agree with you there, Carla. So it's a case of, well, you like to think another year older, another year wiser. So I do try. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think at some point everybody has self-doubt, if you know what I mean. Oh, that made me laugh, Carla. She don't have bags, she has suitcases. Oh dear. But I mean, I'm not one of these, you know, that, oh, I've got to have Botox, or I've got to have this, or I've got to have that. I mean, I'm a basic type of girl where, yeah, I do moisturize a little bit, but I don't do it on a regular basis. I don't use soap on my face. I don't wear a lot of makeup. So I'm like the minimalist type of girl. You know what I mean? I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't sort of, you know, go through a routine every day where I cleanse and tone and moisturize and everything. Yeah, I do have to moisturize my face because my skin's very dry. You were married to an old bag once. Oh, go on then. Give us the punchline then, Nick. So, or is it true, or is it sort of just a punchline? But yeah, same as I say, I mean, I don't sort of. Well, you see, this is the thing, Ian. I mean, yeah, I've got bags, yeah, I've got wrinkles, but I'm not one of these that I have got moisturizer, but I tend to use it because I get very dry skin. I moisturize my legs, I moisturize my arms and my face, but it's only because, oh, you. I thought there was a punchline there coming, Nick. But yeah, you know, I just moisturize when I need it. Right, I'm just reading what Autumn's put. You have good skin though. I've been told I have, but I don't believe it, lol. I do wear makeup, but not every day. But yeah, I mean, it's like this. I mean, if you look after your teeth, you know, and things like that, I do believe in like cleaning your teeth and everything like that every day. I Oz Beach, Andy. Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm 56 now. I've still got all my own teeth. You know what I mean? And sort of before my mum passed away, she says, "Oh, by the time I was your age, I got false teeth." But it's a case of looking after yourself when necessary. So you know, it's just. I mean, this goes for the men as well, like just maintenance, if you know what I mean. But yeah, same as I say, I moisturise when needed because I do get very dry skin. I noticed the word trying, Natasha. It says it's trying to behave. And trying being the operative word. Oh, thank you, Andy. It's a case of that was my next goal after the 1K, and I've put some work into it, you know. And yeah, that was my next goal, and I was like a bit overwhelmed when I got it the other day. Well, I want to put you at 51, put it that way, yeah, Carla. I mean, that's another thing I'm crap at. I'm a crap at, you know, guessing people's ages, you know. And I always don't like to guess people's ages because I think, well, if I say they're older than what they are, you know, I'm likely to get a slap or something. Yeah, Barmer says, be right back. do my morning started with an email that's as long as my arm, bless it. Just want what I wanted to do. Put out a fire before it burns down the forest. Smokey the Bear. No, it's not being kind, Carla. I mean, I've not seen you in person. It's all right. I heard a thing going. It's one of the ladies that lives in the row. I thought my package was here then. It's all right. I've just got a message. Sorry about this. I'm there. Yeah, I wish Adam. Andy, I mean. I thought you meant me then, 74. I'm going to say I wish. But yeah. Having said that, Ian, I wouldn't want to go back to 18. In all honesty, I wouldn't want to go back to 18. So you've got a 22-year-old brain. Well, you see, same as I say, I won't want to go back to being 18. For the fact was that I was only that age when I married my first husband, and I wouldn't want to go back there. I mean, not for the fact that I've got 3 kids, but the fact that the person I married, that's basically all I'm saying about it. Yeah, my kids, I love them very dearly, but I wouldn't go back there for the reason of, marrying my first husband. Yeah. Oh, you would. They were good times. But this is the thing, Andy. I mean, my mum died. Well, it'll be 2 years in April, and she were in her 70s. And same as I said, you think you think you're living a good life, but you come to the realization you've got to grasp life with both hands. Do what you want to do when you want to do it, because tomorrow isn't guaranteed. You know what I mean? It's it's sort of, you get to that stage in your life where you look back and you say, well, I coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know what I mean? Yeah. I hope I tell you something, Carla. If I'd have known what I know now, it'd have been under the patio. Not in a trunk somewhere. Just saying, But yeah, I wouldn't want to go back to being 18 just for that fact. I mean, I didn't have my children until I was in my 20s. But if I'd have known what I know, as we say, if I'd have known then what I know now, I wouldn't have got married in first place to him, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I can remember them times. We were only on about it the other day, Andy, about like my grandma used to, when she used to wash all clothes by hand, and when she got her twin tub, she thought it was the bee's knees. Used to go out in the backyard with one of these windy mangle things, to get the water out the clothes. And yeah, well, Under a tree trunk, preferably, Autumn. Just saying. I mean, when Carla refers to a trunk, she probably means under a tree trunk. Yeah, but I mean, I had to laugh because my mum told me once, because she were one of 12 children, right? And I don't know how to explain this to the American people, but I at Health and Fashion, they used to do what they call topping and tailing. Now, I'm going to try and explain that to, like to Carla and Barmer. What they mean by topping and tailing was because she was one of 12 children, and they didn't live in a big mansion or whatever. They lived in like a normal, like 3-bedroom. So obviously dump the body in concrete. Good idea, right, Autumn? Why didn't I think of that? But yeah, and it were like, I think they were, I'm not sure, we are sort of sitting here thinking, exactly how many, but I'm going to say there were six boys and 6 girls. So what they used to do, because there wasn't much room or anything, they used to do something called topping and tailing. And the fact of the matter is there'd be 2 at the top of the bed and 2 at the bottom of the bed. And that's what we call topping and tailing. And because there was such a big family, that's what they used to have to do. Well, funny you should say that, Andy. I can remember every Sunday night, my mum and dad getting the tin bath from out the backyard, putting it in front of the fire and having to boil the water up so me and my sister could have a bath. And I'd be sat at one end and my sister would be sat at the other. And having to go, I mean, when we needed the toilet, we didn't have an indoors toilet. We had to go actually right up the yard to go to the toilet. I mean, you imagine that when there's snow on the ground. So we used to have a chamber pot under the bed for the fact that we had to sort of come downstairs. I mean, because another thing as well, Carla, I mean, I'm talking about when I were a really small child. We hadn't even got a bathroom in the house. I mean, sort of that's how far I'm going back. We hadn't even got a bathroom in the house. And, like here, we've got like what we call a combination boiler. You just tap on and you've got automatic hot water. But in them days, the boiler was actually behind the fire. And to coin the phrase, we had to open the flue in order to get hot water. Andy says, my father worked nights and us 3 kids would sleep at the bottom of the bed with my mum. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Andy. I mean, my mum used to sit and tell me stories about what we call topping and tailing, where there weren't basically enough room in. So they were like about 4 kids had to share one bed. And you used to have 2 at the top and then 2 at the opposite end. And that's what they call topping and tailing. But yeah, I can remember many a time, the fact that you'd be freezing cold and having to go up the backyard to go to the toilet. So, but sort of as I sort of got to about 10, my dad built a bungalow. And we thought it was the bee's knees. 1, that it had got a bathroom. 2, it had got a sunken bath. And 3, it had got a separate toilet. But yeah, Carl, I mean, same as I say, I mean, the thing about topping, that sort of going way back to when my mum were a child. But yeah, I mean, I actually used to, I'm probably talking about 6, 7, and, tin bath hanging up outside in the yard. My mum used to have to put it in front of the fire purely because it was a tin bath to warm it up. before they put any water in it. So basically, she used to place it in front of the fire for the pure fact, to warm it up a little bit before they put any water in it. So yeah, but I mean, it is fascinating, and you think to yourself, wow, things has come such a long way, regarding we've got internet, we've got smartphones, and we can, when I were young, you were sort of well off if you'd actually got an arse phone, let alone a mobile phone or anything like that. Well, you see, that's the reason. I mean, there was only me and my sister and an older brother. Well, obviously, you can't have a bath with your brother. So, same as I say, it were bath in front at fire to warm it up a little bit. And then I used to be one end and my sister used to be the other. And it were a case of, yeah, quick, get yourself wash here and out at bath. And then you used to have to sort of stand in front of fire to get yourself dry and, yeah. In them little bottles, Andy. I mean, I can remember the little bottles, the little straws. And you used to think it were bee's knees if you got picked as the milk monitor and the bottles of milk out. You thought you were special in them cases when you got chose to actually give, and I'm going to let you in on a secret now, Andy. When I first started school, and I mean, I'm going back to about, they still had like the chalkboards, little things with chalk. Oh dear. I'm laughing at Andy because he said his brother always used to put pee in the bath. Oh dear. Oh, that one's a good one, Andy. Well, we always used to make sure that we'd had a pee before we went in the bath, for the fact that basically while we're in there, my mum used to wash his hair and, basically you'd do everything. I don't want any pee on my hair, thank you very much. But yeah, so yeah, and funny thing is, I mean, I used to think it was the bee's knees when I got picked as the milk monitor to actually go round and give everybody the milk. But when I sort of went into what they call middle school now, I thought I were president or something when they asked me to be a prefect. I mean, they don't do prefects or anything like that nowadays, but I thought I'd in sort of this modern day and age, I thought I'd won lottery and I'd been chose to become prime minister or something. So you think it's because your brother peed in the bath? Is that why you lost your hair then, Andy? Oh dear. Well, obviously I've still got mine, so I mean my sister couldn't have peed in the bath when we was in the bath together, thankfully. But yeah, I mean it's nice to sit here and reminisce and talk about the old days and stories that my mum. I was saying to somebody the other day, when my mum passed away, we had to go and clear her house out, and we came across Andy will know what I'm talking about. Here today, gone tomorrow. Like old Quality Street tins. And my mum had got 3 of them full of old photographs. And sort of, after we cleared the arse out, I came back. I obviously brought them back here, and you sit looking at them, and you're thinking, "Oh, I can remember that. Oh, I can remember." You know what I mean? It were a case of it brought all them childhood memories back. Yeah. Same as I say, I mean, who'd have thought, like when we were about 4 or 5, Carla, that, you know, we'd have internet, we'd have things like the Xbox, we'd have smartphones. You know, it's way back then, you wouldn't have thought it possible, because we thought, I'm same as I say, my dad built a bungalow, and the fact, one, that we'd got a bathroom, 2, we'd actually got a sunken bath, and 3, that the toilet wasn't in the bathroom. You know, we thought, you know, we thought we'd hit the jackpot there. And the fact that we've got an arse phone, we're even, you know. I mean, can you imagine our kids being, it's all right, we're talking about olden days.
You're not that old, are you, Jeanette?
Oh, I'm just saying, I can remember sitting in front of fire in a tin bath.
Oh, well, I can't remember doing that.
Well, no, I mean, the modern era had come into force that time you were born. You know what I mean?
I remember.
And Andy says he thinks he's lost his hair because his brother used to pee in Bath.
Could be.
Hiya, Sue. Yeah, I agree with you there, Nick. It says kids these days wouldn't last 5 minutes. I mean, if you know, they wouldn't.
Did you watch, while we're talking about olden days, did you watch that programme last night, This Morning, 30 Years Old?
No, I didn't.
We watched it, me and Sophie on about like Beatles About, and you know, stuff like that, all the old programmes. And I'm going, so do you remember this? She's going, no, I don't remember that. And it's like 5 years between us, like, I mean, should remember.
Nick, I mean, Andy says, I can recall lots when I was a kid, but can't remember what I did this. But I agree with you there, Andy. You know, I get up to go in the kitchen and stand in the kitchen door and say, what the heck have I gone in here for? But yeah, I mean, I'll have to get them old photographs. I mean, we're going right back to when my mum were, you know, probably about 20. Even sort of them, and then, you know, going. I don't know about you, Ian, but do you look back on some photographs of your mum and things like that?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
I look a lot back. I've got a lot of pictures with my mum with like black lace, Gary Glitter, stuff like that. I look back on all them ones.
Yeah, but I mean, it were like mum had got like 3 great big Quality Street tins full, and it's like all his old holiday photographs when we were kids. And you know, I mean, me and my sister sat there reminiscing and saying, oh, I can remember that. Can you remember? You know what I mean? It's just, you know. When
I was picking out my picture of my mum for my tattoo, I went through about 2, maybe 3,000 pictures, and there was pictures I didn't even know about. Can't even remember, but then it was pictures what I do. What you've just said, I go, I remember that. I remember that Christmas. I remember that kind of thing. So,
Osbeach Andy says, can you remember the rag and bone man and the milk and bread electric vans? Yeah. You always about 6 in the morning, coming rattling down the street, and you could hear all milk crates rattling up back at.
I remember the milk van when I was going to school. Remember that we had a milk like factory just down the road. That was down where I DJ tonight. I remember that. That hasn't been there for years. I can't remember what it was called though.
I can remember as well, Co-op doing little pink tokens, and you used to go into Co-op and buy like a week's worth and put them out on your front doorstep with your empty bottle. So you know, but we had a lot of spate of I don't know why, because they can't cash them in for anything, nicking the milk tokens off the front door, and you'd get up and there'd be no milk there, You know, why aren't they delivered his milk today? So you'd ask milkman next morning, they'll say, well, you didn't put your token out.
Yeah.
Why they did it, I don't know.
Yeah, to Nick's answer, I remember the Popman, and
Yeah.
we actually still have the Popman around here. The same guy as well for when I was a kid.
Sue says yes, she can remember the little pink tokens that you, but you know, my mum used to go to Co-op, get like, let's say for instance, 14 tokens, just in case there were a morning we got up and everybody had the coffee or tea or whatever and cereal and used oat milk. So she used to get extra ones in case we needed any extra milk. Oh, Andy says, can you remember the street party for the Queen's coronation? I got a brass letterbox. No, I don't go back that far, Andy. I weren't born till 1962.
And I'm 88.
Yeah. And I tell you something else as well, Sue. You know, in the cold weather, can you remember this like silver tops that you used to have on the milk? And in really, really, really cold weather, it used to come out, you'd have like a great big milk fountain coming out at top of the bottle. And it'd sort of freeze the milk, and you'd sort of got a big milk fountain with a little silver cap on top of it.
So I remember the milk cart when I would have been in junior school. It was blue and white. I can remember I used to park at the end of the street. You used to do like pure orange as well. You do the milk and pure orange. I can remember him dropping it off. I can remember him being like outside people's houses, but I can't remember what it was called or anything.
Yeah. Well, you see, the Co-op, first off, they were just doing milk. But then sort of when they started like selling it in the supermarkets, that went downhill a little bit. So they started doing like eggs, bread, potatoes, things like that. You know what I mean? Because they got to diversify, you know, to get, you know, oh, well, we're delivering potatoes, we're delivering bread, so we ain't got to go out to the shop. But, you know, I don't know of any milk rounds or where people deliver milk nowadays. I mean, all that's sort of gone, you know, because you can go to the supermarket. I mean, like at our Asda, you can get a 6 pint for £1.48. It sort of put them all out of business. You see what Nick's put? I was conned into thinking the machine under the stairs was a money box. It turned out it was the lecky meter. Yeah, and never having a 50p for meter. Well, you see, they say what we used to say was it were a bob, which were 5p in sort of like modern money.
I remember it was Matthew Bunce. I went to school with him. I remember his mum having one of these TVs. You know, you put money in the back of it.
Oh yeah, like a slot thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was just keep
TV. Yeah, it was like you'd rent your TV off a place, and basically, so you could watch the television. You got to put money in back of it.
Yeah. Well, I remember him having that for years, man. When I used to go around, it's like his mum would say, "I go on for a couple of quid in." So what the fuck? I remember the meter ran out 50p. But yeah, look, we watched that this morning, last night, and the 30 years of it. And it was on for about an hour and a half. And there was certain things on that today. You know, you just remember, you go, oh, bloody hell, remember that. Oh, bloody hell, remember that. One of them. It was interesting. It was actually pretty fun to see. Because I said to Sophie, I said, remember we went to Million Castle? She said, yeah. And I went, well, that's where this morning was filmed in Liverpool. And she was like, oh my God, you didn't say. And I said, well, wasn't really the talk of conversation that day.
But I mean, it's like nowadays. I mean, you think if our kids let's say they did like this program where as kids have got to go back to when, like, such as I or Andy or whatever were kids, they wouldn't know what had hit them. They just wouldn't know what had hit them. So, but yeah, I mean, it's like, and I always say this: kids today don't know they're born. You know, they've got all this technology. They've got the you know, the Xboxes and the PlayStations, the smartphones, and I mean, this is typical because I mean, our Callum made a statement the other day. Oh, I can't live without the internet. So that is like just a typical, you know. Yeah. Well, going back to that, Nick. That's why my mum was one of 12. Because I don't think they had a television. Oh, Nick, Ian's Ian's frozen. I think he says his internet's gone down. So we'll just wait for Ian coming back. Yeah, Great Outdoors were our internet. It's all right, I'm just reading something. Yeah. What is internet's boogie and get down on it? Hiya, Baz, how are you? So I don't know what's happening with Ian's internet, but I didn't see it was a great game, especially when you were playing it with someone you didn't like and just went. Oh dear me. Hiya, Carolyn, how are you? We're sort of reminiscing of the good old days, you know, before internet and before technology. So so I'm still laughing at what Pixie said about playing hide and seek and going home. Okay then, Baz. Carla says you just didn't see. Oh dear. Yeah, but I mean, it's like as well. I mean, when I were a kid, yeah, my mum and dad used to shout us in at 7 p.m. at night, but sort of that's when it's starting to get dark. But you knew you could go out and play, and where I grew up, there were fields, and you know, we used to go down to, I mean, there were a pond. I mean, it weren't sort of, you know, there were bulrushes and whatever, but we could go there without wondering if there were people there that, you know, everybody knows what I'm talking about. It were in that age where your parents weren't frightened to let you go out and play. You know what I mean? Virgin ain't working, thinks she's been having it last night. Oh dear. Ian's having a little problem with the old tinternet. I mean, it's because we're talking about it, isn't it? But yeah, you know, I mean, they weren't sort of unsavoury characters about, well, there probably was way back then, but very few and far between. And my mum and dad hadn't got no qualms at letting me and my sister go out to play, but she'd shout us at 7 o'clock, but we used to get you know, an ear bashing if we weren't sort of there when we were shouted. You know, but I mean, it's like nowadays, you're scared to let your kids, we can't let our kids do off, as my mum would say, we can't let us kids do half and a quarter of what we used to do, because you don't know who's lurking about there, you know. You know, it's one of these cases where, you know, you do. I mean, you don't know who's lurking about. But I mean, it's a sad state of affairs if, you know, if you're scared to let your kids go out. And we, same as I say, we used to play out for hours, you know, and it were, you find your own entertainment. Okay then, I'll see you later. Yeah, exactly, Sue. I mean, it were a case of, you know, it were, you could go trick-or-treating, you know. Yeah, my mum and dad didn't let us go sort of, you know, but I could go and visit friends when I wanted. I could go playing down in the fields, etc., without being scared to go anywhere, or my parents being scared for me and my sister. You know, yeah, we were together, but we were two girls. I'll just send you another one, Bella. There you go, Bella. You should be getting it. Ian's had to drop out, by the way, because his internet's playing up. So he was here, but then he went. Because his internet's playing up.
Oh.
Sharon's
let me just mute this. Right, go on, love.
It's all right. Sharon, she says she was replying to an email and came in as Sharon Burke, but then she
Right.
that one and came in as Farmer Grits, but I think she's done it again. You're looking very lovely this morning.
I feel totally rotten.
Oh, yeah. Carolyn says she's just lurking today, not feeling the best. But yeah.
No, me neither, hon. I never say nothing because I don't want to keep going on about being ill. I hate it. But part of fibromyalgia is you can't keep your body temperature. And I got really, really cold yesterday. And I got up in the night and I put the heating on and I put my dressing gowns on under the covers and I was still cold.
Oh, mind you, I don't think what else you went through yesterday, you know, regarding you went out and about and then didn't feel very well.
Yeah, no, then I went in there and had that dodgy bleeding potato, put me off jacket potatoes for life.
Yeah, so, you know, I mean, I was talking to Bella last night. She wasn't feeling too well, and
I was in bed.
Yeah, he says he's just sent me a message saying he's rebooting.
Okie dokie.
So he says just rebooting everything. So
every day.
Pardon?
Sharon says she feels totally blonde. I said I do every day.
But yeah, she says basically she came in as Sharon yesterday, didn't she? And then realised that she was in the wrong you know, and then went and came back as Balmer Grits. And she says, she did this morning. And I says, did you realise you've come in as Sharon Burke? And she went, oh, I'm having a blonde moment again. Did I been like reply, you know, had an email and replying to it, whatever.
I was only in a bit yesterday, wasn't I? Because I was in town.
Yeah, yeah. And then when all said and done, Bella, I mean, they didn't really sort it out fully, did they?
Yeah, both of us. We were, neither of us. It was that Kev. I mean, he had one of them all-day breakfast things. You know, them all-day breakfast. But I don't think it was all that was cracked up to be, because I nicked one of his chips. And that didn't taste right either. That tasted like it had been frozen and not properly done. I think it was no, you won't be going in there again.
I was going to say, you learn from your mistakes, as they say, Bella, and you'll be avoiding it like the plague next time.
I will, but I see I do, after last night, I do see the luxury of 2 toilets, if you know what
I mean. Well, that's the luxury we've got as well, Bella, because we've got But I think everybody felt the same. I mean, I weren't feeling not unwell, but our Callum come down and he was sort of going, and I says, are you all right? And he went, my throat's ever so dry. He says, and I says, don't tell me. I says, you feel like you've got a frog in your throat. He says, yeah, how do you know? I says, because I've been exactly the same.
Same all day, weren't you? All last night.
And it's like, try and clear your throat. And he says, well, I you know, I think he thought I'd got some superpower or something. And he says, well, how do you know? I says, Callum, I says, I've been like it all day. I says, I ain't got a cold, but I keep sniffling. And then the reason why I went to bed early was I started getting a bit of earache as well. So, and obviously, you've been found out, missus. They said you had more than one chip. So now he's letting your secrets out the bag now. But yeah, it got to about 10:15. And Chris says, he says, do you know something? He says, I feel like I'm dead on my feet. And I says, it is. It's because he's been left to his own devices and having to do the work of 2 people. You know, and and this is for 2 weeks as well, Bella. Because his mate had the operation on Monday. He says, well, they've given me a WhatsApp for 2 weeks. And Chris says, what about
that kid?
Well, basically, they set this kid on to take some of the burden, and he's like got his own things to do, if you know what I mean. They took them off of Chris and his colleague for the fact that there weren't enough hours in the day for them to do what they'd got to do.
Yeah.
Okay then, Sue, thank you for coming in. Basically, they took that off of Chris, or a few off of Chris and his colleague, and gave them to this lad. But the lad only works, I think it's 3 or 4 hours a day. Yeah, because he's like got 2 jobs. So he is actually only part-time.
Oh.
So it's basically the up the creek we have to paddle when either or one of them goes off ill or on holiday.
Give him some more support.
Hi, Lucy. Not do that, Bella, because it's going to cost them money. You know what they're supposed to do? They're supposed to get agency in, like an outside cleaning agency in, but they don't because it costs them money.
That's not on. That's unfair to the workers.
Baz says you should get me working with him. You're welcome. You know, he'll appreciate the help, Baz, because I tell you, it was absolutely shattered last night, and I mean shattered. and it were only Tuesday. You
I
know,
want to say, can I just cut in? And it's nothing to do with the general. I just want to say something to Carla. This is, and she'll know what I mean. This is the Emily needs. Everything but the liquid stuff like mascara. She knows what I'm talking about. The mascara, the brows, and the foundation, and the lipstick. Everything else is from the Emily needs. So it's quite nice, isn't it? I'm real pleased with this.
Yeah, I was saying, when you come on, I thought, ooh. I mean, not that I'm that way inclined or anything, but I thought, wow, you know.
It's because I'm filming this afternoon. I don't look me normal rat bag self.
I mean, I'm not going to sort of say anything here, but I've FaceTimed with Bella and I've seen her with face mask on and all sorts.
They all have. When we were talking last night, like, what did I have? My hair was up in the turby. I've just got out the shower. She sees me all sorts, honestly. We all look better with it. It's only a paint, isn't it?
But we were talking earlier on about like good old days and, you know, having a bath in front of an open fire, and my mum used to get tin baths from outside and oh dear. So that's where she gets it all from, is it, Baz? She nicks Tessa's makeup, does she? Oh dear.
So what's Ian?
He's having problems with his internet. He says, because he's with the same company that you with, and he said it had like all gone down. He said he did send me a message saying he was rebooting everything. So obviously he's still having problems.
I wonder if he hasn't got the latest. Do you know what they do? That company we're talking about can be a bit. When you've got older equipment, or when they bring a new design out, your older equipment seems to stop working properly, and sometimes I wonder if it's to get you to buy the new.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. Do you think they slow the internet and everything down just so you phone up and complain and saying, well, my internet's not working, it's slowed right down, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you upgraded to this or you upgraded to that. Because we had exactly the same thing, Bella, and we're not with the same company.
I don't think it's possible that they do that, you know.
Yeah.
I do.
But I tend to agree with you there, Bella. I think, because you see, when we had all this problem, we got the old type of router, we got the old type of box, and then we had all these problems. As soon as the phone rang, it was cutting the internet off, you know, and we got that fed up with it that I rang them up. We went onto the fibre, and then they said, well, did you actually know that basically your old equipment is out of contract, blah, blah, blah?
That's what they do. And when you're out of contract, the look that I'm talking about, when you're out of contract, they try to push you with a really good deal so that you get into another contract.
Yeah. I tend to, I mean, it's not just me, because me and Bella are with separate companies. I think they all tarred with the same brush and they all do it, Bella. I'm 100% certain with that one. Because, I mean, they've done it with you, they've done it with me. You know, so basically, you know, it's the... But you see, the thing is, when you turn around to them and say, oh, well, I'll take my custom elsewhere then.
Yeah.
It's funny, I'd come back and say, well, we can do it for a better price than that.
It's always exactly the same. Exactly the same. They say, well, what can you get it for? Well, hang on a minute. Let me go away and speak to my superior or my supervisor. And then they come back, oh, yes, actually, we can do this deal. It's a big con.
Yeah, it is. And I think they're all companies the same for that reason. They want you to upgrade your equipment, blah, blah, blah. And but you see, the thing is, you know, once that term of your contract runs out, like I think on with either 24 or 18 months. I bet you any money, once that contract comes to an end, I bet prices go sky high.
Yes, it's a bleeding big con. Well, as soon as my contract goes to an end, I go in and say I'm going to cancel, and then they'll come in and give me another deal. You've got to be as crafty as they are.
Well, my sister's told me that as well, because when she moved to Sheffield, she basically had just got the internet, right, because of a job.
Yeah.
So then when she bought the house that she's living in now, she's not got the house phone or anything. And the same again, she wanted the internet because sometimes she works from home. So obviously she needs the internet to work from home. Now, in order to do that, they give you a phone line, because you've got to have a phone line.
Oh, yeah.
So they gave her a phone number, and she says, well, I've never actually used my house phone.
No, we don't use ours.
But she says, well, at the end of the day, I only need the internet. I can get that anyway.
Yeah.
And basically they said, oh, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. And they did the same trick with her. You know, well, we can, you know, blah, blah. We can do you a deal, and we can get you cheaper and this and that. And my sister says, the trick is, you tell them you've been shopping around.
Yeah.
And you go back to them and say, well, I've been shopping around and I can get it for this price at this place, or I can get it.
You're right.
Oh dear. It's not having it's not having any luck. It's not connecting to nothing. Sort of just sent me a photo with his telly, and it's the circle of death.
Oh God, yeah.
So
I think it's because I'm in that certain colour room. You don't want to go in.
he says, looks like I'm down and out. So, but I mean, like Nick was in other day, and he were having problems. He were waiting for the engineers to come out, and it was the same company as what you with. So, so it seems like it's like a recurring thing. Nick was having problems with his. You've had problems with yours. Ian's having problems with. So, I mean, thankfully, touch wood. I mean, Aunt's been a bit, what I call a bit slow over the past few days. Been a bit on the slow side.
The reason I mind you, your company do fibre now, but what are you talking about, Tony and Garb? What's he talking about?
What about hair straighteners? It's on about you nicking Tessa's hair straighteners and everything. Hi, Tony. How are you? Long time no see. So yeah, it's you know, I think they're all same. You know, I mean, if they think they're going to get more money out of you, they're going to sort of tell you any cock and bull stories, I say.
Oh, yeah.
So did you get that message, what I sent you earlier on?
No. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Such a fight.
Oh, dear. Did you like the emoji thing that I sent you?
Did I see that? I don't know.
Where there were two running, and I says your short one.
Oh,
It was like an emoji, and it was like a tall. Well, they were based on animals, but one was a tall one and one was a short one, and I went, "You're the small one." It was like they were running along hand in hand. I said, oh, by the way, Bella, you're the short one. Oh, okay, then another one having problems with the broadband. Tony says he had problems with his broadband connection, hence why I haven't been in your live streams. Seems like everybody's having problems, Tony. I mean, DJ in entertainment, he's had to drop out because it just went poof. And then Equinox Photography, a few days ago, he had to have the engineer out for the same problem. So I think they're sticking it to everybody by the sounds of it.
Ian's just sent me a photo of the telly.
Yeah.
Did you say about the bloke outside?
Hey?
Think the dick outside is cutting his tree and he's hit the TV.
Oh dear. Has it cut through some wire or something?
Won't connect to crap.
Oh dear, one way or other. I mean, same as I say, Tony's on about he's had problems with his internet. And you see, this was what we're talking about earlier on, Bella. I mean, like when I were a kid, I mean, there were no such thing as internet, etc. You know, we thought it would be his needs because we'd actually got an arse phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because so to where we used to live, we've got no bathroom. We used to have to go up the yard to toilet, tin bath in front at fire to have a bath. And when my dad had built the bungalow, we've got a sunken bath, we've got his own bathroom, and you know, we've got toilet separate from the front bathroom. We thought we were, you know,
luxury. I know, luxury.
You know, we thought we were living in like luxury, and to actually have a nice phone as well.
I know.
And we're saying, like, where would kids be today if they lived back then?
I know.
Tony says, hello, Bella. Nice to see you on this live stream. She's normally here every morning, Tony, but she had to nip into town yesterday. So
yeah, I went like a bad penny. I was turn out.
But yeah, she had a slight malfunction with a new pair of glasses. Went into town to sort it out, and wished she hadn't.
I could not believe that. My life, I couldn't believe it. I said, "This come home." I said, "I picked him up on the I think it was a Thursday night. I picked him up, and I was on the train on the Saturday." And looking down reading, and the glass fell out because the screw had come out and gone missing, right? You can't find them tiny little screws. And it had gone missing. So I told him exactly what had happened. And she said, I'm not sure. She said, we have to know that you'll accept if anything goes wrong with them. I said, what do you mean? So she said, well, I don't know if that's covered by the guarantee. I said, guarantee? I had him a matter of hours.
It's ridiculous.
So she said, hang on a minute. So she went away and she came back and she said, oh, the manager says he'd waiver it this time.
What did you say? What to do?
I said, good. I won't be going there.
You know, I mean, you go there, and same as you said, you hadn't had them like a day.
I know, it's stupid. A matter of hours I'd had them and the bloody thing fell out. And that, you can't, once them little screws, they're so tiny, aren't they? Yeah. You drop them on the floor in a train, you ain't got hope for finding it.
Exactly. I mean, if it's out like me, I mean, you need your glasses to see screw it first place.
Oh, that's true, that's true.
You know, the metaphorical finding a needle in a haystack. We had a lens in your glasses.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
But oh dear, it's ridiculous, that is.
I know it is.
I mean, I've said all along, I reckon it were loose to you know, right from the get-go. It's got to have been.
Of course it is. I've always had a screw loose.
But you know what I mean? that's a manufacturing fault, not yours.
I know.
So so yeah, it's a case of, I reckon that there were something wrong with them to begin with.
Me too. And I said, I can't keep coming back into town because you'll see when we come here, we're quite away from town. And I said, I can't keep going back into town where I'm going to ask my friend if she'll pick them up because she works into town. You know, Debbie next door.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask her to pick them up because she works in town.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's same as you said. I mean, with your health problems and whatever, it's not like you can sort of click your fingers and you can go into town.
I can't.
So for you to have gone into town yesterday, you overdid it. You overdid it. Plus, ate in a dodgy cafe as well. So, it weren't just one thing, it were another.
Ian got it right, though. Just over the road with Asda's, we should have gone in there. But it was a little bit crowded. And, at the minute, we avoid any too many crowds,
That's it. I mean, same as I say, what we're going to say, I mean, you don't do that all that often because one, your health and other reasons, but the fact that you went out and done it and then had such a crap time of it.
I know.
So
what you can you get him up?
Some were crap.
Can he come up on the panel, Jeanette, or don't you know him well enough yet?
Oh, Tony.
Oh, Bez.
Oh no, I don't want him on panel. I'd have to have his email if he wants to send it me in.
He doesn't want to go on the panel. He just said.
Oh, okay then. Suit yourself. I shan't be asking you again, put it that way. We don't know yet, Tony. We don't know yet. We've got quite a few things going off.
Yeah, this year. Probably next year, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it'll be more than likely sometime next year. I will let you know, Tony, once anything's arranged. But we've got quite a few things going off in the run up to Christmas. Yeah. So and then you've got like people that are working, that are busy, etc. It's sort of a big thing to organise. So yeah, I will let you know once we. But I think it will be next year sometime now, because Crimson wants to come over. He's just started a new job, so he needs to save a bit of money up, etc. So and then Chris is working, Random Life Productions is working, and it's sort of that time of year where it gets a little bit hectic.
Well, we've got the kids are coming up next weekend, end of October. The kids are coming end of October. You're coming
term, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're coming about November, and then the beginning of December, I want to go to the Christmas markets, and then because you've got money for Christmas, so it'll probably be next year now.
Well, I'll tell you something that I seen on Facebook as well the other day, Belly. You know, I like my Motown.
Yeah.
The City Hall in Sheffield are doing a Motown night. So sort of Chris was sat there going, So, but that's at the very beginning. That's the very beginning of December. So, like doing like Stevie Wonder, Jackson 5, Diana Ross, you know, that's sort of my thing, if you know what I mean. I like Motown, I love Motown. I'll just see if I can find it. But yeah, it's that's on the 6th of December, that one is. Oh, Carla's got a video up. I've just had notification from Carla that she's posted a video on YouTube.
I'll be over there in a minute, Carl, as soon as we're finished. Thank you, Tony.
It's all right. I can't find it on here. Sorry, it was advertised on Facebook, but
Where is that? Where is that advertised on Facebook? What?
It's the Motown thing. I don't know whether it's that's right, I'm just searching for it.
I might try and do a bit of Motown.
Oh, yeah, I found it. So I just did a search. It says The Magic of Motown at Sheffield City Hall. Thursday, 6th of December.
Oh.
But yeah. Magic of Motown. I mean, obviously, it's just like their music, if you know what I mean. But I love Motown, I do.
The artists and that doing the Motown.
Yeah. I mean, you know, like how we saw the Michael Jackson thing at Birmingham.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I like things like that, you know what I mean? But I don't care. It's just music I like anyway.
But it's getting out as well. It's somewhere to get out.
Yeah. So as I say, I saw it on Facebook the other day, and I sort of, oh, look at this. You know, they're doing like Magic of Motown in Sheffield. So, but I haven't had a look at ticket prices. I mean, if they're too expensive, we're not going. But this is my new YouTube channel, as I'm starting again on here. Renamed it Silver Retro Collector, as I had to delete my other one, which had 1K supporters due to a troll like my Gordon Bennett. Hi, Karate. Yes. New Doctor Who's starting on Sunday.
Can't wait.
Well, you and Chris can watch it then, Baz, because I'm not interested.
Me and Jeanette will FaceTime each other.
But yeah, I mean, I think he were a bit dubious when they announced it were going to be a woman Doctor Who. I think he were a bit.
No, that makes no sense whatsoever. I don't. That makes no sense whatsoever.
But the thing is that when all's said and done, it's always been played by a man. So I think they wanted. We love Doctor Who.
We've got a spy in the works, Baz. Look, he's just popped up.
You and Baz are watching Doctor Who, and me and Bella are going to be chatting on the phone. I mean, even though I don't mind taping it for him or out like that, Bella, but it's no, it don't.
No, I can't get in it. Oh, it's a fish cake.
Lucy says she's excited for Doctor Who. It's one of them cases, Bella, where I can take it or leave it. I mean, I don't, you know. But, you know, there's been that many different ones.
I know.
And I think, you know, they sort of go over old coals, if you know what I mean, like as regards the storylines, and it's either Daleks or this, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at them pair bromance there. Baz has put "I love it, Chris."
Oh.
I think it's put me too bad. I think he means Baz. I think it's awesome. It just needs K9 back. Yeah. I mean, going back to the day where there were K9 and who were here with dark hair. I don't know what her name were. Chris will probably tell me. I forgot her name. Were it Sarah Jane? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Some as I say, I mean, in the going back to good old days again, it were, you know, it were did not got all this.
But silver something collector, I can't say it, is Tony.
Yeah. But Nick says he can't stand Doctor Who, so me, Nick and Bella will all be FaceTiming on Sunday. Oh dear. But it's like everything else, Bella. I mean, it's you either like it or you love it, and I don't particularly. Yeah, it was Sarah Jane. I thought that's Chris is saying a go at Nick now. I wouldn't like Doctor if I supported Rovers either, lol. It's one of them things. I mean, like me and you, Bella, we like, you know, crime things. I mean, that's not everybody's cup of tea either. You know what I mean? But you know, different people like different things. So Lucy says I support Rovers unlike Doctor Who. Is that a confession?
Well,
then,
when we got a cab home yesterday because I've got bits for my channel, you know, I want to do,
yeah.
And yeah, bits for me channel, and we went into Lidl's because
Just be careful what you say now.
What are you on about,
You
you?
know what I'm talking about, missus.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I know you're gonna.
Anyway, we got a cab home, and I was just saying the directions and saying a couple of bits to Baz, and he said to me, "Where are you from, love?" I said, "Well, I live in Warrington. I've done for years." I said, "But I come from the East End of London." He said, "I'm a West Ham supporter." I said, "Ray!" I said, "You're the first one I've met in 11 years."
I better give you a discount
we
though.
were talking all about the old players and Bobby Moore and years ago and what? What did you just say?
I said, yeah, and I fell asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep, he said. Bella's got secrets, do I tell? I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. And who's Bella?
Bala. Oh dear, Nick's at it again. I just accidentally put my donor card in the cash machine. It's cost me an arm and a leg. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, like me and Bella like watch all the crime programs, you know. He says bloody phone. But
yeah, we like that, don't we? True life crime.
Yeah, you know, I watch investigation, discovery, and crime and investigation. I watch all them sort of programs. Pick
Like
up
that.
tumbleweed across the floor. But it is. People like different things, though, don't they? I mean, that's a fact. So,
I can't believe this one. Baz has started watching Neighbours again. I said, you feels blessed. What you watching that for?
Is that the one? It's all right. Lucy's just asked, "Are you watching The Cry?" Is that the one with the Jenna? I forgot what her name is now.
What's that one? I've not heard of it. The Cry.
I think it's the last Doctor Who. Jenna Coleman, is it?
Yeah.
And I think a child goes missing or something. But I haven't been watching it. Yeah, Jenna Coleman, that's the one. I have seen it advertised, Lucy. But I mean, yeah. Well, door's unlocked. As I'm coming home, my lovelies.
He probably got a picture of him stuck on top of the telly. That's what he means.
No, he's coming over the fish cake. What?
Yeah, I think they're playing tonight. But you see, the thing is, the reason why, I mean, normally go to the week matches, or sometimes goes to the week matches, but it's like 10, 10:30 bit time he gets home. Then Callum's late at going to bed, so he's a grumpy arse in the morning. Same as he says, I may as well sit and watch it on telly. You know what I mean? At least I'm in warmth. I can have a cup of coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
Know that when it's finished, Callum can go straight to bed, etc. And we ain't got,
So I was going to have a look at this bag to show you. Hang on a sec. I've got this bag, the stuff I bought yesterday. What is it I wanted to show you? Baz has bought me these. I don't know if it's going to work for my shoulder. Have you ever tried anything like that?
No.
Heat patches or something.
Anything's worth a try, Bella. Well, I'll tell you what the doctor told me, with my hand and everything.
Yeah.
To get one of them like tuber gauze bandages.
Oh yeah.
The elasticated thing.
Yeah.
Basically to try and get the swelling to go down. But yeah, Lucy's on about The Cry. But you see, I don't know. I mean, you probably don't. Do you watch Emmerdale and things like that?
Emmerdale's really sad this week. Really sad.
Same as I say, last 2 nights, it's been really, and it upsets me when I watch things like that, if you know what I mean.
Baz won't watch it. I haven't watched it. Baz don't want to watch it. Yes, that is a really upsetting thing.
But you see, the thing is, I mean, my sister-in-law, she went through a similar thing because she was expecting twins.
Yeah.
And she had to do exactly the same thing. She had to give birth to them knowing that they weren't going to survive. So that's sort of, the reasoning behind it. Because it's sort of...
I can't imagine that sort of pain. Must be so painful.
Yeah. And that's sort of... That's why I don't like watching them sort of things, because I do get upset about them. Even though I know it's not in an aspect real, but it sort of, it takes you back to what happened. You know what I mean? I haven't experienced it. I mean, I count myself lucky. I've never suffered a miscarriage or anything like that. Oh,
you're right. No,
I'm just gonna go and lock door. I've just seen a van pull. Scientists say that it may be possible to live on Mars. What a load of crap. I tried it for a month, gained nearly 3 stone in weight and developed type 2 with diabetes.
I don't know where he gets it from. I really I don't know how he does it.
I'm well, thank you. But yeah, it's same as I say. I tend not to watch them sort of programs because It's not something I've gone through myself, but I know people that have gone through it, and it's same as, you can't imagine that the pain that they're going through.
I know.
But you can feel the pain, if you know what I mean. You can feel the pain for them, but not having gone through anything like that personally or myself, you can empathise with them, but you can't sort of say.
I was lucky, really. I had a couple of sort of worrying times when I was having Emma, but I've never had more. Hello, you.
Hello, fish.
That's going to be his nickname from now on.
I've got Bunny to bleeding fish cake.
It's all right. I'm just looking at offers. We've had a farm foods thing come through.
Oh yeah, they're good. We were thinking of going there as well and having a little look.
Here's a snog.
No thanks.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah, I mean, I found farm foods to be quite good as well. So
I haven't been there for years. I haven't been to farm foods for years.
we see our closest one is in Woodseats, but it does get very, very busy in Woodseat. And same as I was saying the other day, it's on the main road, but it ain't got no car park or anything.
Oh yeah, you said.
So, it'd have to drop me off, then try and find a parking space.
Yeah.
And it's just too much trouble than what it's worth. Yeah, so Tony says I stopped watching the soaps a few years back because some of the storylines are distressing and depressing. Prefer Netflix to soap. But yeah, I mean, although these things happen in real life, it is distressing, and same as Bella says, they're not watching it for the fact of the storyline that's been happening this week, but it does upset me. I haven't actually sort of been through that personally, but I know somebody that has, if you know what I mean, or I'm related to somebody that has.
Going back to the shopping thing, what we've started to do now is 1 week of the month, we just do a freezer shop. So like 1 week we do an Iceland shop and we fill the freezer. So the other 3 weeks it's just like fresh foods.
No.
Well, there's still some left, Brit. Oh no, that's yours. It's all right. I had a bit of catastrophe this morning. Well, Chris had said to me before he went out, he says, "Oh, just make me some sandwiches up." So I goes to the fridge, gets everything out, and I have one of these like pre-packed salads, but it's in like a tub. So I goes to the fridge, gets the salad out with my bad hand, and I'm sort of stepping away from the fridge, and all of a sudden it just fell out my hand, and there was salad all over the front, all over the floor.
Oh no, and that happens to me all the time. I break things all the time.
So,
so
there was salad on.
Mine.
David Ennis says he supported you. So, right, if you're wondering, Pixie's my husband is over there. So yeah, I mean, but that's how I mean, she did tell me they hadn't got to wash pots either, by the way. Doctor told me I hadn't got to wash pots. So Chris sat there and he went, "So does that mean I've got to cook tea and wash pots as well?" You know where it's like, Bella. That's me what I do for a living. I tell them I'm a cider taster. It sounds better than an alcoholic. No, I haven't hurt it, Tony, as such. As you know, I suffer from arthritis. Now, I had to go to the doctor. I mean, it's all swollen up, look. That's my hand. And basically, she told me I've got tendonitis, which basically is inflammation of the tendons in my hand, and that's what's causing the swelling. So basically, she told me to get one of these 2 big gauze bandages and sort of try and keep it like compressed so it tries to take the swelling down. Plus, she's made me an appointment to go to the physiotherapist as well. But no, I haven't hurt it, Tony. It's just one of them things. It's just, but other one's fine. Other one's fine. It's just this one. All swelling up.
Isn't it?
So, but yeah. So she's referred me to the physiotherapist, and you know, told me to get one of these 2 big gauze bandages and keep it like basically strapped up. She says. But it's easier said than done when you're trying to wash pots and trying to do this and trying to do that.
I know.
So, I've got this bloody snivel again. Ian's having problems with his internet.
There he is.
But when I go on Monday, Bella, I've got to go at 2:10. I'm going to have my B12 and I'm going to have my flu jab as well. So that'll hopefully give me a little bit of a boost.
Ian said he's on the phone to him now.
Has Nick sent you a photograph?
No, I'll probably get it in a minute.
I'll forward it to you. That's what we're laughing at. Just look at the caption on it. That one's a good one, Nick.
Hang on a minute.
It's put, oh right, Jeanette, thought you had. No, I ain't. The same as I say, I ain't damaged it in any way, shape or form. It's just the arthritis has sort of aggravated it and caused him. It's funny, isn't it, Bella? I don't know where he finds them, but
I do not, honestly. I do not.
all right, I think I'll forward it on to Chris as well. Sorry about this, guys. It's nothing untoward. It's just a funny photograph that Nick's forwarded on to me, and the caption above it. You know, it's hilarious.
I'll let Ian further down.
But I don't know where he comes up with his jokes from. I don't know where he gets these pictures from. But yeah, that was funny, weren't it, Belle? Even Chris is laughing about it.
That's a good one. I'll get Nick that one.
Yeah, he says I'll give Nick that one. But yeah, it's my age, Tony. It's, you know, basically I'm falling to pieces. In other words, I mean, Bella's falling to pieces. I'm sure somewhere along the line we've got a good part somewhere between us. I don't know where yet, but I'm sure we'll come across one sooner or later.
My nerves work all right.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
Did you hear that one?
Huh?
I says, well, between us, me and Bella's falling to pieces, but I'm sure we've got some at working somewhere. She says, well, his maths work all right. Yeah, there's no wrong with his maths, though, is there, Bella?
Is it about the rent to go?
Did you hear that one?
I'm collecting all these up. I'm collecting.
Fancy talking about me like that? Rent to gob and motor man.
Oh, no, that's just Baz and Bella.
He's backtracking now, Bella.
Yeah, stop trying to dig yourself out of an hole, Chris.
Put me in a bigger one.
Yeah, you know Oh, you're not be coming home for your dinner. I says, yeah, I was just about to say, you know that picture that Nick sent? I'm going to put one in his sandwiches tomorrow. But I just thought it's Thursday, not be coming home tomorrow.
Why don't he come home Thursdays?
Different part of the city.
He's right over other side, Billy.
Okay.
I mean, like relatively close, sort of all rest of week, but then it's like right over other side of town where the universities and everything is. That's where it is tomorrow, and it's just basically by the time he got home, it'd be rushing his dinner and to get back. Oh, Nick jumping on bandwagon.
Well,
Never hear women who get cramp in the mouth.
well, you're another one.
All right, you sitting in corner and laughing.
Exactly.
Nice one, Nick.
I'm not saying nothing. Oh dear.
Ian says he's phoned up and they say that the telly's all right, the signal's all right, and he reckons it's something to do with them chopping trees down. He reckons they've done something.
Oh, dear.
Alex says he feels sorry for women.
What? I'm
Right?
Been round about it.
Alex has just said, I feel sorry for women. And Chris Sharts, don't you go feeling sorry for them, Alex. or creeping round them, Alex. That was his exact words.
No.
You know.
I can't see Alex's comments here. My comments have gone up the wall. Oh, hang on. I'm half a mile up. That was it.
You know where I say, Bella? I'll just bide my time, but I'll get my revenge on him.
Yeah. I will. I'm sharpening Tess's teeth up for when you come.
Did you hear that?
What you say?
She says, I'm going to make sure Tessa's teeth are sharpened up for when you come. Getting all this stick up, it means because we're getting stick off the men.
It's usually the other way around.
Yeah. But yeah, don't you worry, Alex. We'll buy this time. Nurse, we need a stool sample and a urine sample. The man to the wife, what did she say? The wife says to the husband, they want your underpants. Oh dear, I'm not saying anything to that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Are you taking out what I think you're taking out? Yeah, I know. It's all right. I emptied. You know how we put the coffee pods in like a container. Well, I emptied them all into a bag this morning. So I said to Chris, I says, on your way to work, I says, just take them out because they do tend to leak.
I'm on this week and I'm still cleaning.
So I went in there before I went live and they were still there. So I had to put some newspaper underneath them just in case they leaked. And he says, I says, are you taking out what I think you're taking out? He says, yeah. He says, because they've leaked all over the floor. But that's the problem with them. Because sort of you don't sort of fully put it all in. You know, you've got like them leaking out afterwards.
What's your pod? What is your
coffee? It's a Dolce Gusto.
All right. We've got a Tassimo, is it a Tassimo?
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, I mean, not last Christmas before, I'd said to Chris I wanted a machine and I were going to go for the Tassimo. But then we went to collect some things from Curry's, and they'd got like a 1-day offer on, and it was the Dolce Gusto.
You jump down and you go out in the bed to jump back up again.
He's talking to the dog.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, from my
He stands him.
in my opinion, Bella, I mean, I know it were like a practical thing and it weren't a personal thing, but it's one of the best Christmas presents he's ever bought me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I'm glad now that I didn't go with a Tassimo and I went with a Dolce Gusto, because, I mean, if you go in Asda now, I mean, like our big Asda, they've got them in for about 35 quid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, everything comes down in price, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When
I
you-
mean, you know, like the pods, I mean, relatively speaking, like for a jar of coffee and a bottle of milk, but mostly Asda have got an offer on.
yeah.
You know, you like get 3 boxes for a tenner, and
Yeah.
like before that, they were like 3 boxes for 12 quid, and
Yeah.
then you have certain times where they promote a certain coffee.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's, you know, I mean, it's like we either have latte or cappuccino. I mean, people have what I forgot what they're called now. Them that's just black. Forgot what they're called now. But we not into that sort of thing. We like I said, it's either, yeah, either the cappuccino or the latte.
Yeah.
I mean, funny thing is, when I had the shopping delivered, I always order like 6 boxes, and they haven't had the cappuccino pods in for a few weeks now. So I just ordered 6 boxes of latte, but they hadn't even got them in, so they've sent the skinny latte.
Right.
But to me, you could tell the difference. They don't taste the same. The same as I said, it's either sending them back and then you're having to go down to our Asda. So if they get them in at Big Asda, will they have them in our Asda, if you know what I mean?
That with them for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, looking at it from a logical point of view, as I say, oat's better than no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Beth can take the really strong coffee. I can't.
Oh no, I mean, like his daddy. Look, I forgot what. It's just black.
I know. Beth's like say Carnor, something. I don't know. It's too strong.
It's in what Nick's put. Google is definitely a woman. It starts suggesting things before you can even finish your sentence. Carry on, Nick. I can see you having your wrench took off you and being put in clean He's another one that's digging his own grave. But yes.
Oh, I can't wake up to it.
Oh, shifty thing.
Oh, Gordon Bennett. Knock it. It's one of them days today.
Oh no.
Look at him flying and all sorts. So, what I'm going to do, Bella, I've been on over 2 hours. I know you're not feeling too great. We've still got the 9 viewers, but hey ho. And I will see everyone in the morning.
Okay.
Sorry, sorry if we're boring with the conversation, but it's life. It's whatever. You're waving at.
I'm waving bye-bye.
Oh, you're waving bye, are you?
Bye.
So thank you.
Complaining.
What should he say?
I didn't hear what she said.
No.
What did
Looks like he's directing a plane in.
you know what's a couple of them paddles. So yeah, I want to thank Bella for coming on the panel. I want to thank Ian for coming on the panel, albeit brief. And I want to thank Tony and David and Nick and Alex for coming in the chat. And I will see everyone in the morning again. Bye.
I'll see you before then.
Yeah, okie dokie.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.